Good day, grade 10s, and once again we are back together. All right, so we are still looking at binomials. So today we're going to talk about squaring binomials. Now, in the previous lessons, we've talked about the product of binomials, and today we are just simply talking about squaring them. All right, so let's quickly have a look at what we mean. So, whenever we take a square, what is the square of something? So if I say 2 squared, it means that I'm multiplying the number by itself twice, right? So, which means if I am taking a plus b squared, what does it mean? It means that I am multiplying the binomial a plus b by itself. Okay, now please note, a very common mistake that is often made is that when you get something like this, then you assume that this will give us a squared plus b squared. Please note, this is not the case. So in order for us to use it properly, we said what you simply do is say a plus b into a plus b. Now, if we do it from first principles, we know that we're going to use our FOL method. Say a times a, that's going to be a squared. A multiplied by b, that's going to be ab. But also a multiplied by b, that will give us another ab. And that will give us b times b finally. That will give us b squared, right? And so to simplify it, we are going to say, we are going to add like terms together. We only have 2 like terms, which is the middle terms. So a plus b plus another ab plus another ab. That will give us 2 of the same thing, which is 2ab plus b squared. All right, so this is what it will look like, right? Now, I want to show you what may be a quicker method, right? But you let me know if you are comfortable with it, and we are going to apply it even as we continue. So let me just firstly take another one. So if I had a minus b squared, that's still a binomial. Okay, I just want to write this properly, right? That's still a binomial. So what am I going to have? I'm going to have, again, a minus b into another a minus b, and so that will give us a squared minus, okay, so a times b. Remember, we started by saying a multiplied by a, that gave us a squared. A times negative b, that will give us negative ab. Negative b times a, so that will give us another ab. And we've got negative times a negative b, which will give us positive b squared. Remember, negative multiplied by negative gives us a positive. And so what do you note? We've got a squared, right? Our signs are the same, so we are going to add and keep the sign. So that's going to be minus 2ab. Please be very careful, guys, right? So that's going to be plus b squared. Now, guys, it's very, very important. I want you to note the similarity between the two. Okay? So, to summarize what actually happened is that when we squared, let's look at the first one. It looks like we took a squared, right? And look at the middle term. The middle term looks like we took a multiplied by b, which is ab, and the product, we multiplied that by 2. Do you see that? So it became a times b times 2. Okay? And then for the last term, it looks like we are taking the last term squared. Okay? But look at this. We also have the same thing here. So a, that gave us a squared. For the middle term, we took a times negative b, which gave us minus ab, right, multiplied by 2. Okay, that gave us negative 2ab, and for the final term we get b squared. All right, negative b times negative b gives us b squared. Now, if that is to be the case, then it means the easiest way for us to multiply binomials, or of squaring binomials, right? Let's take an example. So if I've got x minus 3y squared. Now I'm going to show you from first principles, but let's do this in the method that I just shown you now. So which means I'm going to have x squared. That's the first one. And remember what we said for the middle term. We said you take the product of the two terms. So that's x multiplied by negative 3y. That will give me negative 3xy. But remember what we do. We multiply that by 2. Okay? So we multiply that by 2. So that will give me negative 3y multiplied by 2. Right? Okay, that's negative 3y. 3xy rather. And then for the last term, we're going to take negative 3y squared. Now remember, we square even the coefficient, so negative times a negative gives us a positive, so that will give us 9. Okay, 3 squared is 9. That's y squared. So in essence, what we're going to end up with is x squared minus 6xy plus 9y squared. Now let's check. If we are doing it from first principles, remember, what does this look like? Whenever we are squaring a binomial, it means we've got x minus 3y multiplied by another x minus 3y, right? So if we're using our FOIL method, so this means we're going to have x multiplied by x. That will give us x squared. That will give us x multiplied by negative 3xy. That will be minus 3xy. And negative 3y multiplied by x. That will give us another minus 3xy. And finally, that will give us negative 3y times another negative 3y. That gives us positive 9y squared. And so finally, ladies and gents, we've got x squared, right? Remember, the signs are the same. That's minus 6xy, right? The signs are the same, and so we add. That's plus 9y squared. Do you see that we end up with the same thing, right? So in summary, what we're simply saying is that whenever you've got a binomial, or whenever you're squaring a binomial, so all you simply do is take the square of the first term, and then you take the square of the last term. But for the middle term, you take the product of the two terms and multiply them by 2. All right, now let me see you try one out, okay, that you're going to do on your own. So what if we've got 2a plus 3? Okay, right, I want you to try it out and tell me what the answer is before you look at my answer. So this will give you, okay, that's going to give us 4a squared. So remember, we said first term squared. So 2 squared is 4 and a squared is a squared. And then we said for the middle term, we're going to take 2a multiplied by 3. That will give us 6a. But remember, we multiply that by 2. And so we keep the sign that is in the middle there. So that will be plus 12a. And for the final term, we're going to say 3 squared, that is plus 9. And so that is how the cookie crumbles, ladies and gents. Okay, and take the last one. So that's x minus, let's say 6y squared. Okay, let's go for it. What are you going to have? That will be x squared. We said for the middle term, you take the product of the 2x times negative 6y. That will give us negative 6xy. But we multiply that by 2. That will give us minus 12xy. And in this case, we're going to take the square of the last one. Negative 6 squared gives us positive 36. And that will be y squared. And ladies and gents, that is how the cookie crumbles. All right, please try out some more examples and see if you can get, you actually are able to get this correctly. All right, ladies and gents, I will see you again next time. We are going to be talking about the product of the difference, or rather the difference of squares. I'll see you guys next time. Sharp, sharp.